Hi all, it's Jaco here back with another Colonist ranked game as Coach O. Right now I'm in 14th place at 1904 elo. One win will put me around 6th place. Really happy with how the last game went, so gonna see if we can get another win and get up to 6th place and keep on climbing towards that number 1 spot. Here we go. All right, here we go. Looks like we're going to have to play out of 4th position this game. The wheat is very bunched, and there's only a 6 with some smaller probability hexes, and red plays on the 6-5-11 right away, getting that good wheat. I think I would have probably considered the 8-4-10 in the top right corner more strongly if I was red. Blue plays quickly too, taking that spot. I like the 8-5-10 at the bottom. I imagine that third will place there. I think that the spots for us that make the most sense then will be the 8-4-3 in the bottom left, the 5-9-10 up top, and either the 9-4-3 or 8-3. Sorry, 9-4-3 or 9-4-11. I was thinking about pointing to the 8-3, but I would be nervous that red would go there to start with all 5 resources, the starting road, and the wood port. I'm noticing the sheep port in the left corner, so maybe we could play something where we start with the 5-9-10 up top, the 8-4-3 at the bottom, pointing up with the 5-9-10 and left with the 8-4-3 to try and get to either the 6-3-11 or the 4-11, and then followed by the sheep port, with potentially the brick 3-1 port being a higher priority if we can beat blue to it. The 8-3-10 is also definitely a spot. I'm a little worried that orange could take it now that I'm seeing that. Okay, orange takes the 5-8-10, going down towards the wheat port. I could also play the 9-4-11 and the 6-3-11. I actually don't know that I mind that. Or if I play the 6-3-11, could I take the 9-4-3 and count on getting something like the 6-9-2 in the sheep port? That might take a while. I'm actually starting to lean a little bit towards the pure or wheat sheep with the 9-4-11 and 6-3-11. I think the wheat could be tradable, and I don't really know that the 8-4-3 5-9-10 is going to work well enough. Starting with 2 or is definitely a huge plus if we choose that setup. The sheep port could be useful. And it also just seems more fun to play, honestly. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's do this. We'll see if it works out, but I think this is going to be fun to play. Hopefully we can get an early city on that 9-4-11, and I think there's a good chance that we could, as long as we don't get targeted. There's a chance that I could get the 9-10-2 or 3-10-11 with enough time or the right development card. Let's see what happens. Blue with an interesting decision here. Seems like there's a lot of options, actually. The 3-10-11 to the 8-4-3 for red could be quite a strong setup. Blue prioritizing having all 5 resources. Interesting decision to point down and plow red, or maybe I was thinking about that 6-12 spot. But I think the 3-1 port on the brick is going to be the most important expansion for blue this game. Maybe goes for the 6-12 first to get that wheat. That is quite a good spot for them, actually, if they're able to get it. But that was really risky for blue because red could have started on the 8-3 with the road and just plowed them. Not that I think that would have been the best move, but... Oh no. We get stolen from already. This is not good. Okay. Luckily, we don't get blocked again. Red was able to get that high value ore. I think I want to hold and get a city as fast as possible rather than buying a dev here, especially since we're not blocked. Getting a road building in this game would be very nice. Lots of good expansion spots, but it's hard to expand. So, we'll see if orange also decides to steal from us. Yeah, I was hoping that 5 sheep would be blocked. Red has 2 ore at the moment. But I think blue probably has a stronger setup than red. Again, just going to hold for the city. Be really nice if we had that ore. We may have to dev in order to not risk 7ing out. Blue trades 4 sheep for wood to build the road and then gets their wood roll right away. Oh wow, orange is going to be able to go all the way to the 8-3. That's going to be a really good port for orange. I don't think there's any ore trades out there, but can't hurt to ask. Gonna go ahead and buy a dev. Hopefully it's a useful one. We will need VPs, but it'd be nice to get those a little bit later. Because I am gonna want army. Ooh. That's a soft trade for that city. Hopefully it gets red blocked more. I think I'm going to get better trades when it's someone else's turn than mine. And I just need to hold for a city now. I don't think I'm a threat to be blocked, or at least stolen from, since I do feel a little bit behind in this game. But again, this was kind of by design with this setup. Once I get a city on the 9-4-11, I should be cooking and buying a lot of devs, getting another city much faster. Actually, I'm thinking about 4-for-1ing for an ore. If I can't get one of these trades especially, I just don't think that buying another dev here is a winning play. No, I don't want to give orange that settlement. A city is just so much more valuable than half a wood. An 11 here gets us a city now, as does a 4 plus a 6 or a 3. Blue rolls another 7, probably goes on the 9. I really hope I'm not a steal because of that ore. I actually don't think I'm that far behind, but I think it's fair to kind of represent it that way. I like where I'm at, especially because the sheep got stolen instead of the ore. Okay, so now the 6 is blocked. Luckily, I wasn't stolen from. I really need to get this city up and then start having some devs to protect. No one's going to trade me an ore here. I don't even know if there's any out there still, so just going to pass and hope that I can city on my next turn. And blue doesn't target me again. That 10 brick was blocked already last time since blue had rolled 2 consecutive 7s. Orange gets the wood port now, looking quite strong. I think the 8 wood up top is going to be my preferred block at the moment, either that or the 5 sheep. No one has an ore, so I can't ask for that. I'm going to steal from blue. I think blocking the 8 hurts orange more. And just pass. Again, I just need that 3rd ore. Also, I was definitely wrong before. There must be another ore when I got an ore. Right? Okay. I should be able to figure out how to trade for a city here. Okay. I have to take this trade with red. I need the city very badly. Even though that'll let red road to the 3-1. I need the wood in the future. That city is just so important for me. Now I should be able to take control of army, be able to pick where the knight is going. And luckily, red had to 4-for-1 to get the brick. Let's see what blue decides to block now. Hopefully not. Okay, yep, that's great for us. I really like the spot. This is where I was hoping I would be when I started with these settlements. Yes. 2 sheep doesn't really do much for us. Let's see. Blue has an ore. I might try and steal for it. Block the 8 wood again. Yeah, let's do that. And now that we have a city, we're more likely to get blocked. I think it's more important to buy a development card now. And I plan to use that Year of Plenty in order to get to the sheep port. Once I'm sealing from people, I'll be more likely to have a random wood, a random brick or 2. And I want to use my Year of Plenty for cards that I'm not producing as much of. Another 7. This is quite nice. I think I'd like to block orange. Yeah, let's do this. Because hopefully red moves the knight onto the 8 and then blue moves it. Let's see. Blue's challenging for army more. I thought I was going to get a sheep. That's okay. I don't want a 4-for-1 for a wheat. Unless maybe I do. That empties out my hand, and I would really like a knight on my turn to protect my rolls. It stings a little bit to have to 4-1 for a resource I produce so much of, but I was kind of expecting to be robbed before getting another wheat. Luckily, blue doesn't have an army or a knight there. Oh, now they do. Well, that was nice of them not to use it before. Okay, definitely using my knight before the turn. And I'm going to have to steal from blue again. think that the 8 wood is slightly better. We get the wheat back. Do I want to use the Year of Plenty here? I don't think so. I think that although I'm offering an ore for a non-block here, although 2 devs or a city are very tempting, the same rule applies as before. I want to use the Year of Plenty on things that are not produced as much by me. And trading this ore, I'm still a 4 or 11 away from a city, and this sheep will let me get a dev if I don't get an ore roll. I don't mind the wheat block. And I don't get stolen from. That's awesome. I really like my setup here. This is turning out kind of exactly how I wanted it to. Honestly. Another 7. I have been getting very lucky rolling all of these 7s. Orange does buy a development card, which is a little bit concerning. I think I might steal from orange this time. Since they are starting to become a bigger threat. Blue has kind of stagnated. And I'm going to buy another development card now. Blue rolls a 7. I wouldn't be surprised if I get stolen from. Blue seemed annoyed that I was stealing from him before, but luckily 10 brick gets blocked again by blue. That's been very nice that blue's been targeting that spot so much. I think it made more sense at the beginning, but now that I have the city, I don't know if I would be doing that. Orange presumably blocks the 4 ore. The 6 wheat is not that important to me. Great roll. Gonna use a knight. And red has 2 ore. Maybe I can leverage that. Okay, I missed. An ore just would have been super nice there. And I like where I'm at in terms of my game. I don't think that orange is that far ahead of me that I need to be robbing orange. I really feel like I'm in first place right now, and I'm consistently not getting blocked. Red does block me back, and the 4 ore hits, so that's annoying. Red gets another city. I think the 9 sheep might get blocked here. 10 brick again. This is so nice of blue. I have army locked if I want it. Red is right that I should be the block. That is a really good expansion spot for orange. Did red buy a development card last turn? No. Okay, I'm gonna steal from orange now. Blue has disconnected, but still, I think that is the right block. What do I do now? Do I buy another development card? I think I hold this time and hope to city next turn on the wheat. It's a big roll. Those 11s are really nice when they do hit. I was expecting to have more luck with getting wood or sheep to be able to use my Year of Plenty in order to road settle. Let me see if I can trade for a wood or two. I have a knight, so I don't think I need to buy a development card this turn. Although I am likely to have an excess of wheat. I wouldn't mind playing a knight to block orange more strongly. Victory point is very nice. Let's go ahead and buy another development card. Another victory point. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and not play a knight here, so I don't have a card to get stolen. If red rolls a 7. I don't remember the last time I've had 6 down development cards. Red is looking for a wood. I will also be looking to play wood for non-block, but I don't know that anyone's going to be willing to trade me with my 6 down development cards. So now, if I get another victory point, I could just city and win with largest army. I think that's pretty unlikely to be able to buy 4 victory points that early. I think I'm going to need to expand to another settlement. Luckily, 2 of them are still open. I do need to make sure that I don't get plowed on both spots, or else I won't have a path forward without buying another victory point. Let's roll first. Okay, we roll a 7. I'm planning on using a knight this turn. Okay, I get a wood from blue. Be really nice to get another wood. I think I should have blocked the 10 brick and then moved it to this. But I'm going to go ahead and use a knight anyway. And block the 10 brick. Red got rid of some brick. Orange also has a brick, I believe. Let's steal from orange. Okay, we don't get it. So that's a little bit annoying. I don't think blue is going to plow me to the sheep port, even though they should. That 3 ore for red is quite good. Quite good for red. I think red is potentially becoming a bigger threat than orange now. Red has 3 ore in hand, 2 ore in hand still. I get my ore stolen. I don't think I'm getting any trades anymore. And I think that red is a bigger threat now than orange is. I still don't have what I need in order to Year of Plenty for a road settle. I still don't have a road to secure the sheep port. But if I'm able to get another wood or a brick, then getting that sheep port is pretty much the game. And Red's now like has a chance actually to fight for army since I don't have any more knights. So I do plan on buying a development card here if I'm not able to road settle. be really nice to have another knight now. But let's see. I don't think that anyone would do this trade with me. But I've had some unexpected things happen this game. Okay. I'm going to buy a dev, a road building. I'm going to get stolen from, so I think I need to play the road building before setting up my... I think I'm going to need to play my road building before setting up my Year of Plenty for the settlement. Luckily, red did not play a knight there, so I have a little bit more time. I assume red didn't pull a knight. I also do have an outside chance at taking road. But actually, no, I don't think so. It definitely doesn't make sense to win that way. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play my road building now. I want to secure the sheep port. So I should be able to get that next turn and then city for the win. Hopefully, I will be winning first. My rolls have gone a little bit dry, so red and orange are threatening more than I was hoping they would be able to. Okay, blue gives me a trade. So now we have settle in hand. An 11 wins the game for us. But orange and red are both getting close. Luckily I have 3 VPs, so there can't be more than 2 VPs between them. 11. Alright. Let's see. Gonna go ahead and play the settlement. Use our Year of Plenty for some ore. And that, my friends, is 10 points. I think that game got a little bit closer than I would have liked it to. Orange was able to get to 9 points, but the 10th point was going to be difficult to city. I feel like I played well in that I took the right settlement spots. I think the 6-3-11, 9-4-11, as unorthodox as it looked, I was able to find a good vision for how to play the game once the dice started rolling, getting that city on the 9-4-11 quickly. And I knew that I would be a little bit behind at the beginning, hopefully not be the target when 7s were rolled and if people did play knights. And I felt really confident that I was going to be able to get army since I knew I would have the best or wheat sheep. And even though it took a lot of development cards in order to get army, we were able to follow through on that vision. It was definitely nice that blue was consistently blocking the 10 brick, I think for a little bit too long. And we were lucky in getting those victory points, but we bought so many development cards, it was normal to expect to get at least a couple. And I was pretty close to getting a 10th point another way if I had gotten any other sort of development card instead of that third VP with how long the game went. The 4 ore was blocked for the last few rounds because I didn't have an extra knight, which would have also been a useful dev at that point. But yeah, just really nice to get a win. And let's see, I believe I'm going to be 7th on the leaderboard now. Looks like someone else won a game while that was happening, so I'm in 8th place, but there's only 5 points, or about a third of a win, separating me and 4th. So another win, and I'm up to 4th place, and I think it's 4 more wins to get to 1st, if I can get those in a row somehow. So very happy with how that game went. Great to get another win, 2 in a row now. and I think 5 of the last 6, including some of the games I played without recording. So let's see if I can continue this climb up the leaderboard. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever it may be.